Hi guys, welcome back to
Vegan Curious!
In this episode we will be focusing on our children and their future.
Yes, everything we eat and wear, every place we go and how we get there will affect their future.
By living a vegan lifestyle, we can contribute to a better future for them.
We might not always be aware of the effect our decisions have on our children's future, but by making compassionate decisions, we will leave a better world for them.
I agree, Rosanna. Listening to your children and listening to the planet is the same thing.
That's right. So in this program, we're going to be chatting with the lovely Carmen Anderson to discuss some of the changes that she hopes to see in her future and whether her generation has been given the opportunity to have their voice heard in this community in regards to education and environment.
And later in the program, I will talk about the importance of running a sustainable and ethical business in Gibraltar before cooking my family's favorite and typical Italian meal of frittata and bruschetta.
Oh, buonissimi! They're so good and delicious.
So now follow me to the kitchen and we will bake some vegan chocolate cakes with my sons Diego and Flavio. I can't wait you to meet them. Hi guys! Today we have two special vegan chefs to show you how to make their favorite recipes. I would like to introduce my sons, Diego and Flavio.
So today we're going to make a very delicious and rich chocolate cake. To make this easy cake, you will need 200 grams of flour, 100 grams of brown sugar, 150 grams of melted dark chocolate, 200 grams of plant-based milk, 50 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil, 1 sachet of baking powder.
And so let's go.
First, melt the chocolate in a saucepan or in the microwave and put it aside. Then put the flour, yeast and sugar into a bowl and mix. Pour in the milk and oil and continue mixing. And then we mix it up, and after, what we do is put the baking powder into the bowl and then we mix it again. What do we do after, Flavio? You put the milk inside the bowl.
Yes.
And even the oil.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Let's mix it up. Yeah. This is getting sticky. This means it's good.
Bravo.
So now we're going to put the chocolate in. Whoa!
Buono cioccolato.
It's really nice.
Do you like chocolate?
So now let's mix it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, before you eating all cake, put your cake into a cake tin.
Let's go! Okay. All of it.
Wow!
Now you smooth it out. This makes my mouth water. It looks really smooth. This is what you call a real recipe. Now, what do we do after, Mom?
So excellent, guys. So now we have
Thank
to
you.
put your cake in the oven at 170 degrees for 30 minutes.
The chocolate cake is ready, and what we drink in the morning is orange juice if you want to have it. So let's make it. You cut the orange in half, and then what do? You put it here, and then you go like this.
Ooh!
And if you see there's orange juice there.
Fresh orange juice.
Yeah.
It's really, really good because it's rich in vitamin C.
So we make the orange juice and it's ready. It's really simple and it's delicious to make. Okay,
Cheers.
cheers. So now this is the moment that you're all been waiting for. The cake is ready, here prepared. And now you're gonna go and eat it.
Già li stai mangiando, che bravi! I'm really, really proud of you guys. So it's beautiful chocolate cake, really simple to make.
Here it is.
Can I try it? After you, huh? Okay? È buonissima!
It was really delicious to make. It's really easy and we're going to make it all day.
Ok.
We are living in a time where our future, especially that of our young citizens, is uncertain. This last year especially has put forward many challenges. I met with Carmen Anderson, a young local writer, blogger and actor, to ask her how she feels about the future. We are so in a mess with the planet at the moment, and one of the most important things is really to look at the future and to see what we could do to make things better. And I imagine for you as a young person, you have so much to look forward to in your life, and I'm sure that you have a plethora of concerns. What would be one of the main things? I mean, where does the future of the planet sit for you?
On the most part, the future looks very positive to me. I have so many plans, so many things I want to do that I'm really excited about. But I feel like that's constantly overshadowed by an almost like impending doom because of climate change, you know? So with every step I take forward, I'm always thinking about climate change, you know? And with it being, you know, one of the biggest existential crises, it's a constant worry for me, like, how is my future going to be shaped because of climate change and global warming? So I think for me personally, I'm very concerned about the environment within the future, but I think what heightens that concern is the lack of concern from other people. So the fact that the majority of people are not concerned about the environment just makes it worse, because I'm thinking, look, all of these bad things are going to start happening. We need to start doing something. And the fact that people aren't doing anything just, you know, it makes it worse. It makes it more difficult to imagine, you know, a bright future.
When you were at school, did anyone ever come to ask your opinion about things, or, you know, about the food that was provided, the type of education you were having? Did anyone ever ask, you know, what do you guys think, you know, what can the government be doing, should be doing? Were you ever given that sort of opportunity?
Not really.
Yeah.
You know, it's not very often that these people in power will turn to the youth for their opinion on things. Like, we must remember that these people in power now, the decisions that they make are going to impact our future. I never got to vote on Brexit. I never got to vote on, you know, who was going to be in power, whatever, all of these things. I never got to vote on these things. And now these are the problems that my generation are going to have to solve. So that's quite irritating. I do think, you know, in Gibraltar we are quite lucky in the sense that some members of government will reach out to the youth and will try to get their participation, but I don't think it's done enough. I think there has to be more emphasis on the youth you know, providing their opinion, providing their thoughts on these matters, because at the end of the day, it's the things that are gonna, you know, affect us.
I guess it's a shame that when you're young, sometimes all those choices are made for you, and of course your instinct is to go and rebel, and of course you go out into the streets, but you know, that doesn't really always solve anything. I guess when we think about what Greta has been doing as a young girl, been trying to change, been trying to make old people aware of the mistakes and that we have a very limited time. So when we do talk about limited time, what sort of lifestyle choices do you think the youth and even people my age could be thinking about making?
Well, it's really difficult, you know, because everyone can make personal decisions to reduce their carbon footprint, you know, very basic things, using metal straws, not using plastic, recycling, turning off light switch, etc. So a lot of people can make those personal decisions, but really when it comes to global warming, it's those massive corporations that are really the main cause of global warming, climate change. So it's all well and good us, you know, trying to do all these little things that are, you know, they're gonna help.
Yeah.
But really without, you know, leaders of countries on board and helping us, we have no shot. We really have no shot. And it's so good to start seeing, you know, companies like Costa and Starbucks, you know, offering the thing where if you buy one of their reusable cups, you get a discount on the coffee.
Yeah.
And if you bring your own cup, they'll refill it. So it's really great to see these big corporations starting to make these changes, because it's almost like, you know, a domino effect. When you see one big company doing it, other companies are going to start doing it.
Yeah.
And I think nowadays there's a massive emphasis on that. You know, we see businesses using more environmentally friendly packaging and stuff like this. So I think, of course, people can be making personal and lifestyle changes, you know, shopping locally, for instance, all of these little things. But I think one of the most important things to do is educating, getting the message out, getting the message heard, and making sure that these big businesses and these big corporations are catching on to it. And that's really where we're going to succeed.
Absolutely agree with you. And I also love other youth leaders such as Earthling Ed, who is such an inspiration to me, and I just love the fact that he actually wants people to understand about veganism. It's a very simple thing to understand. This is, vegans care about animals. You know, we care about the cruelty that's inflicted on them. We see that having meat is not important to your you know, to living and to your health. It's not necessary. So it's not necessary to kill animals because we don't have to, right? And I think that message is really important for young, old, everybody, but specifically for the future, because if we keep going this way, we will have to live with the climate issues, we will have to live with illnesses, we will have to live with pandemics. And that to me is the scariest part for your future. And for me, speaking to you does give me hope, because you haven't lost hope. And I mean, I guess at my age I feel really bad because I've been part of what's created what's happened, because I wasn't aware. I don't think a lot of people were aware, but we are aware now. And you know, I just love to see that you are hopeful. So, Carmen, I wish you all the very best in your future, and I really thank you for being part of the program and giving everyone hope, because that's certainly what we need at the moment. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.